welcome back to another Clean With Me. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. We have quite a bit going on here today in the Robinson household. We are jumping in with some laundry and then we are going straight into the decluttering. So I'm doing a little bit of a clean and declutter this time, so I hope you guys are totally down for that. Messy to minimal has kind of been put on the shelf for right now, so we're moving on to that. To decluttering here. But if you guys are ready for today and you need some motivation, let's pull out those to-do lists. Let's get to it. And come on, everybody, get up and get moving with me. First things first, I'm bagging up all those Christmas pillows and Christmas blankets and getting those ready. I had some in the washer, so I wanted to get the ones that were not in the washer bagged up. I just put them all in a trash bag, take all the air out of it, and shove it under my bed until next Christmas. So, whatever. Here in the kids' room, we're starting out with picking up everything off their floor because there was just so much crap everywhere on their floor. And I wanted to declutter the throw blankets, and I also wanted to declutter the kids' blankets in general and go through all the clothes, pull out everything that's too small. Luke is moving into 12 months, so I'm pulling out all the 6. There's like 6 to 9 months in there, but most of them are 9 months, so I'm just going to pull out all the 6 to 9 months, leave the 9 months in there, and pull them out as I try them, and they're too small. You can see my assistant here is making herself dizzy. Honestly, I didn't notice this at all while I was cleaning. Multiple times she grabbed my camera and was like taking it and running away with it, but she was spinning like a ballerina. She was having a great time, which fits her nickname. Her nickname is Ella Bella Ballerina. Also, didn't know that she took that bag and emptied it until I turned around. I was like, "What are you doing?" She's just like wrecking, throwing everything on the floor, wrecking. There's her Minnie straightening everybody up. Mickey and Minnie, gonna put them up on the shelf. Okay, that's enough Ella commentary. Back to the cleaning. But there was like baby carriers that I don't need anymore, and I was basically getting rid of all the infant stuff. I boxed up all my bottles, my pump, everything. Luke is drinking out of cups. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. He's right there. He is drinking out of his sister's cup. He's drinking out of cups now. He doesn't need bottles. He never really took one. So I just put them all away, boxed them up. I had a good cry about it. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay. With my last baby, I'm processing this as best as I can. But there you see Ella's little attempt at grabbing my camera. So then I end up having to move the camera. But that's fine because I wanted you guys closer to the closet anyways, because I'm about to sort shoes and go through all the shoes and get rid of the ones that are too small, the ones that are too small, that are too girly, that are not going to move on to Luke, like pink sneakers. I'm not putting pink sneakers on him. We have way too many nice other sneakers that he doesn't need to wear pink sneakers. So, anyways, I have these 2 things that I'm organizing them. But yeah, it's just a weird phase of my life because I still have young kids, small kids. Luke is still technically a baby. He will be a baby until he's technically 2. They're considered infants. But he's going to be 1 next week, which is just insane. But I don't know. I'm happy to be done and be getting rid of all of these things. Like we're getting rid of the activity table and we're getting rid of our jumper and things like that he just isn't interested in anymore. He wants to do whatever his sisters are doing. He doesn't want to be confined in jumpers or walkers or anything like that. He wants to be 100% free. Also, this entire video is just like me trying to clean with these kids. Let me tell you, they stress me out. I can't get anything done. Also, if you notice, there on the wall next to the dresser is more crayon, and we will get to it in this video. I do get some of this crayon off the walls, and then I just kind of went like crazy on the walls. There was some crayon on the front door, so I took care of that. And then literally yesterday, before I started cleaning and filming this video, Ella took a pencil and drew on my wall above my couch. So it was like the dinner rush / bedtime marathon dash to get everybody to bed. Everybody's in bed. I walk back out into the living room, sigh of relief, and I look up at my wall and there's Picasso art a la Ella. I'm like, thanks Ella, thanks. But oh man, anyways, so I'm feeling really good about decluttering and getting things cleaned up. It's the new year. That's what you're supposed to do, is out with the old and in with the new. But tell me why these children, I have 3 kids, okay? Why did they have 42 throw blankets and small baby blankets? We don't need that many blankets. Oh my gosh. I got rid of a huge trash bag and we still have a ton. I'm like, oh man, it's because everybody buys them blankets. Like, I got a bunch of blankets when they were babies at my showers. And I didn't have a shower for Luke. I just kind of had like some baby like party things. Like, I did a book party and I had a registry and I let people buy if they wanted to, but there was no party. I had a sprinkle for Ella because I was robbed of a baby shower in 2020, and not for the reason that you would think. Everyone thinks I was robbed of my baby shower in 2020 because of COVID. No, we were going to have an open air shower at the carousel downtown in the town that we live in. But I went in to have my baby instead the night before my shower. The night before my shower, I gave birth. So, yeah. Because Naomi was super duper early. So anyways, I ended up having a sprinkle with Ella because I wanted to have the full shower experience. My mom was here in the States when I had my shower with Ella, so it was really sweet. I enjoyed it. My grandmas came. It was fun. I loved it. So anyways, we have so many blankets. So I gave rid of a bunch of them. I kept the sentimental ones. I have 3 blankets that I kept for the kids for 100% sure. Were from my best friend in Zambia. She sent me one when I had Naomi early. She sent it with my parents. And then she sent one for each of the other kids. I think was with my parents this last time when they came back. And so we kept those. Those are very special to me. I'll probably keep them forever. Even when my kids don't care about them anymore, I'll keep them. They'll be my blankets. And it was funny because after I went through all their blankets, I remembered that there are blankets in our room that I set aside specifically for Luke that I haven't gone through. So still more decluttering to come. Don't worry. Lots of decluttering. But here you see me pulling everything that is 2T or smaller out of the closet because it just really doesn't fit. It's too short on Ella, or too short on Naomi, too tight on Ella. And so we're moving on to the 3T and the 4T. And honestly, Naomi could probably wear some 4-5s, like small kids. So anyways, we're just moving on to bigger sizes. Naomi is wearing size 8 shoes and Ella's wearing size 7. Look at my little wrecker. She just undoes everything I'm doing. And then Luke is wearing size 4. So got rid of all of my 2s and 3s and then all of the shoes that were 7s or 6s and smaller that were like too girly, like sparkly shoes and pink shoes and stuff like that. But I actually did end up keeping a pair of boots that were black, and then I kept a pair of Timberlands that Ella wore that he can definitely wear. And yeah, so I was putting all of my too small boy stuff in a box for my friend who just found out that she's having a boy. And then she also has a daughter who is 3 months older than Luke. And so she's getting all of the girls' clothes that are too small as well. So I was bagging all that stuff up for her and getting it ready. But I also take everything to the car. It's still sitting in my car, but I am going to go donate it probably tomorrow. After this video is live, I will probably go and do that because I filmed this over a couple of days, and both times I had errands and things I had to do where I wasn't going to be able to drop off those donations. So I just left them in the car and I'll get to them later. Now you see that this changing table, we don't use this changing table anymore. So the plan is to get rid of the changing table and move Luke's crib out of our room and into here, so he will be in the kids' room officially. He'll be a big boy. He's doing pretty good sleeping in his crib. He'll do about 4 or 5 hours at a time in the crib. So the plan is to put him in the crib in the girls' room in hopes that he'll sleep longer and better because it's quieter in there. The sound machine is on and it's lit a little bit, and hopefully that'll help him sleep better because everybody needs to be sleeping, including this mama. But what are you guys working on today? How are you guys doing? I always forget to do my introductions at the beginning of my video. I don't know why. But if you are new here, hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm a 29-year-old stay-at-home mom. I have 3 kids, and you'll see them running around in all my videos and making messes that I'm actively trying to clean up. But I am so glad that you are here. Go ahead and take some time and hit that subscribe button so that you can be part of our little community that we have here. We are growing. We are becoming stronger in numbers, and I love it. It's one of my big goals for this year is to hit 1K on YouTube, and we're kind of close. So thank you guys for subscribing, to my current subscribers and all of you new guys too. I'm so glad that you're here. This is the most reality that I could possibly show you, is just raw messes that are going around in my house. My house is constantly in a state of flux. We're moving things from one section to another section because our house is too small. We've outgrown it. So what's the options? The options are moving or getting rid of everything. And I picked getting rid of everything because A, it's easier, and B, it's cheaper. So we're going to do that. So here I'm getting rid of all these blankets. Look at all these blankets. It's kind of ridiculous, guys. And like you can see, there's more blankets on their beds, and there were more blankets in the living room too, and more blankets off to the left there that you can't see. Blankets everywhere. Why do these kids have so many blankets? They don't even sleep with blankets. And Naomi doesn't even sleep on the bed. So I don't know why we have all these blankets. But I did let each of them keep 2 tassel blankets, which I probably shouldn't have. And then they all have a bluey blanket. And then that red, gray, and black blanket on Ella's, I made that. So obviously we're keeping that. And then there were a couple blankets that people made for them. And then we have our quilt from Zambia that my mom got them. Do you see? Okay, I kind of see now why we have so many blankets. Because we get them and they're kind of special. So I got rid of ones that were not special. So I was doing my best there. Doing my best with what I had. So this is me just picking up the last little things around here. I did leave a toy bin in here. We took most of the toys out of here to try to prevent the girls from just staying up and playing. But I have to put some toys in here. Otherwise, they open the dressers and pull all the clothes out. I don't know if you guys remember from a year or 2 ago, before we got these dressers, we had a different one that was shorter and the drawers were super easy to open. And the girls, Ella specifically, would literally pull the drawers out and throw them on the floor and dump them. And it just looked like dressers threw up all over the floor. So now I leave a little bit of toys in there to just keep her from getting into stuff that she shouldn't be getting into. Recently she's been getting into the closet and yanking everything out from the bottom of the closet, and that really makes me upset. So I'm probably going to be looking for a closet lock here soon. But anyways, moving on, everything that you see here piled in front of the door is donations. We're getting rid of all of it. It's all going. Luke recently upgraded to the big bath like the girls, so he doesn't need a baby bath anymore. I can get rid of this little baby bath. And a couple of those boxes that are sitting there are actually empty, so I do end up keeping them so I can fill them with more donations and more things that I want to get rid of. So I'm like, I'm not gonna throw away good boxes. Obviously, I need those. And then that was a sock. I don't actually think that sock made it into the hamper. And now that I think about it, I'm kind of sad about the fact that I did laundry and that didn't make it into the hamper. But we'll deal with that another day. So here I am. I'm emptying out my tub of my pump parts. And the other box that's on the floor over there already had all the bottles. I had boxed up the bottles with my nurse as part of one of my therapy task things. So yeah, most of my pump parts were brand new because I didn't pump at all this time around, because I was like, I'm not going to pump unless I have to, and I don't really have to, so I didn't do it. Which ended up being fine because Luke was fine. My supply was great. I wasn't over supplying, which was wonderful, which is the only reason I would really pump. And I wasn't undersupplied. I was just right. I was perfect. I was right on the mark. So you guys, I don't know what the weather's been like where you guys live, but it has been like this for probably a couple weeks now. And we just got some more snow. This actually was a snow day, so there was no school. And yeah, so we had a lot of snow. And then I was trying to figure out how to fit everything in there without like taking everything apart, because I was like, I don't have time for this. I just want it to go inside. But I got everything loaded up into the car and out of the house, which is the first and biggest step. You get it all boxed up, then you got to get it out. So next thing that's up on the decluttering task was getting rid of some of the kids' silverware. And I also wanted like to actually start putting the kids' silverware in the like silverware organizer. So I do a little bit of this just to like help me separate it out so I can decide what I'm going to keep. We got a bunch of new silverware for Christmas. Ella got some, the ones with the mint handles she got for Christmas. So I was just getting rid of all the little tiny baby ones. I keep the ergonomic ones that are supposed to be like easier for teaching your kids how to use utensils, because that's kind of where Luke is. And also Naomi kind of benefits from those because she really struggles with utensils. She actually doesn't use them at all. But that has a lot to do with her cerebral palsy. So that's something entirely different. Her therapist actually made some adaptive spoons for her that are kind of curved, even way more curved than those. And I'm kind of thinking I might ask her to make me a couple more so we can have some more of those to put around. But yeah, I'm like, those are actually really big. I think I'm going to put these little ones over here. And I even dwindled it down a little bit more after this too. I was making sure I got everything put back, and then I thought, let me just empty the dishwasher of all of its utensils while I'm here. And there were a few utensils like in the top of the rack too. So yep. And then I'm moving on to the kids cabinet. We recently got new plates and new bowls, so I'm like, all right, let's get rid of some of the stuff that we don't need. And then I found a bunch of like old baby food and baby cereal back in here that I totally forgot about. And then I also was just getting rid of some cups that we don't use anymore. I'm like, all right, these cups can go. And then I kept a few cups that I probably the next time around will get rid of just because we don't need them. And Luke may or may not use them, so I'm just going to keep them for right now, and then I'll probably get rid of them next time. But yeah, I'm like, all this baby food, nobody's eating this baby food because Luke didn't like baby food. He wanted people food. He wanted big people food. Whatever we're eating, that's what he's eating. So I got rid of that. My emergency formula, I'm like, I can get rid of that because he's about to like switch over to cow's milk because he's turning 1 because he's a big boy. So yep. And then I'm like, wow, I have so much space. I'm like going to put all the plates and bowls up top and keep all the cups on the bottom. And I'm like, okay, this works. I have so much room for activities in here. But there were a lot of cups that are dirty in the sink. So I know that they'll take up some space in there, and plates too. So I'm not too worried about that space being empty for very long. So in here, we're just doing some laundry. I was getting started, and I thought I got a new pack of washcloths for the kitchen. So I was going to take all of my old ones and put them in my rag bin, which is what I was grabbing down from that shelf. But then I felt, and all of those towels were still kind of damp. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to run it again. So I run the dryer again, but I'm going to go ahead and throw a load in because the washer was empty. So I'm throwing in this load of the kids' clothes. They got some new socks and a couple shirts and stuff like that. And then we got Valentine's shirts that are bluey themed for the whole family. Kevin got one, I got one, and all the kids got one. Oh, and Elle colored on Luke with a purple marker, like all over his shirt and all over his face. So I was trying to get that purple marker off. Spoiler, it doesn't come out. So I'm going to have to pre-treat that with some of my pre-treating soap. I have pre-treating soap from Zambia. So don't ask me for links because I can't give them to you and you'll never be able to find it. So sorry. I had my mother bring it to me, and when it's all gone, I'm going to be very sad. I'm going to have to start asking my friends to mail me some because it's the best soap ever, and I can't find anything equivalent to it here. So sorry about that, but I am going to pre-treat his shirt with that soap, and it'll come out. It'll take anything out. That soap is like amazing. It kind of makes me sad. I'm like, and now all the things that I'm used to having my mom bring for me, now that they're retired, she's not going to be able to bring those to me anymore. So I was like, wah, but it'll be okay. We have other people there who can bring us stuff. Lots of friends. But yeah, this one was Kevin's shirt. It was cute. So I was just taking all the tags off of that, making sure I got all the stickers off so I could get everything washed. And then make sure that this load of the kids' laundry got done. I threw Naomi's coat in there, so it's definitely got to get washed and get dried because she's got school, therapy, things that we got to go to. And right now she only has one coat. And actually, the coat that I had for Ella that I was trying to put on her a couple days ago, way too small. Didn't know that. So now she's going to have to get a new coat because she's going to start riding the bus like Naomi. So she's going to need a coat too. So I was like, okay, here we are. I told you I was coming back for that crayon. And here I am back trying to take the crayon. This was the most chaotic part of the cleaning for this video because I'm right in the doorway and the kids were trying to go in and out of the room. They were trying to grab my tripod and you see me just like constantly like, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Don't go over there. Stop that. Don't do that. And they're just running around. I'm like, fine, give me my camera. I'll put it in front of me so none of you have to walk it. You can walk around it. And then they were undeterred by that. They were like, we are coming through here. But man, I am just so impressed with the job that these magic erasers do. And I don't even have name brand magic erasers. These are from the Dollar Tree. And every time I'm just like, man, what was I waiting for? What was I waiting for all this time? Look at that. It's gone. It's like it never happened. Just wait till the front door, though. The front door needs, like, seriously cleaned, like, more than just cleaning off that, because it was, like, gray when I got done cleaning the door. Like, the door is gross. So, yeah. But, hey, it took off the marker that's been there for forever. And here's where she took a pencil and drew on my wall right above my couch. And she actually was throwing a fit on the floor behind me the whole time because she was mad that I was taking off her artwork. She's like, what are you doing? I worked so hard on that. I'm like, you can't be drawing on my walls. If you want to draw, I'll get you some paper. But it was funny because I was like, oh, man. What else? But yeah, so let me know if you guys ever tried these magic erasers. I've heard you can use them on your shoes to get scuff marks off the shoes. And I'm like, that's a good idea. I might have to give that a shot. I don't really have a lot of white shoes. Like some of my shoes have white on the bottom, so maybe I could try that. But I don't really have white shoes. So we'll see. Now, I have my Christmas tree down, and that's taken care of. And like some of my bigger Christmas stuff is gone. But I have all of my Christmas dishes, all of my Christmas stuff is still out, and that's what is on this table. So my goal was to get everything that's not Christmas off the table so that I can bring the Christmas tubs in and get everything put away. I don't get everything put away in the Christmas tubs in this video, but stay tuned. That'll be in next week's video, so please come back. But so I'm just pulling everything out, getting all of the stuff that has just been piled up over here since New Year's. I'm like, all right, let's pull all this out, go through it. Where does it need to go? I've got stuff that I've been ordering for Luke's birthday party. So I'm like, let me start a bin for Luke's birthday party. I've got papers that can be thrown away, papers that need filed, artwork that's been coming in from the school. So I'm like, all right, we got to do all this stuff. Paperwork for Ella that I have to turn in. So I'm like, all right, I have a lot of stuff I need to do. And I need to go through all of this stuff so I can find everything that I need and also have easier access to that Christmas stuff so I can get it all put away and make sure that everything is where it should be. And there's nothing worse than putting away your holiday decor and then walking around your house later and finding something that you missed. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I just want to get it all in one spot so I know I didn't miss anything. But also look at this, okay? This is just peak motherhood right here. I'm trying to clean up over here, and somebody's undoing everything that I'm doing, so I'm just going to haul them off over here and go sit them down on the other side of the room. Go play with something else. Stop undoing what I'm trying to do over here. But like I said, the theme of this video is how to clean with kids, and the answer is you just keep pushing along, even though they're following you and they're trying to undo everything. Look, she just ripped that thing I was putting stuff in off the chair and stood on it. I'm like, get down, get out of here with that. I'm trying to clean up over here. And everyone kept like, what's going on the table, Mom? What are you doing on the table? I'm like, okay, everybody, leave the table be. Go away from the table. Like, I don't know what is it about that they're like, what are you doing, Mom? What's going on? We want to undo everything with you. But I was trying to get all these dishes over here so I could see everything that I have. I'm missing one of my round Tupperwares. I need to go figure out where that is. And then I was thinking about it this evening, and I actually think it is on my coffee bar holding peppermint stir sticks. So I need to go empty that. And I actually need to reset the whole coffee bar and just like take all the Christmas things down and off of it. And we will try again next year, start over next year. But this is all I was able to manage to get done on this day, because I actually was going to have to get ready to go and leave for a meeting. So I wanted to just check that laundry, go ahead and get that finished, bag up all that Christmas so I could put all those Christmas things away, and then get all these towels out of the dryer. And then I do come back and fold these towels. But like I said, I had somewhere I had to be that evening. So I was trying to get everything taken care of before. My concentrated face looks so angry. I just noticed that. I look so angry. I'm not angry, but I definitely look it. So I wanted to make sure that I got the kids' load thrown into the dryer, because like I said, I knew Naomi's coat was in there, and I'm like, I'm going to need that coat. And even though I don't know if we'll have school, because we're supposed to get like some kind of Arctic blast thing and have -degree weather. So we'll see if they make us have school. The bus driver and I thought we were going to have no school one day this week, where the weather was going to be like 6 degrees, and we did have school. So both him and I were kind of like, okay. We're at the bus like, it's cold. But it was like, oh man, I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Sometimes I'm like, oh, they're definitely going to cancel school. And then other times they're like, nope, we're going to have school. Like they canceled twice this year for fog. And I was like, really? But no, whatever. Anyway, so like I said, I was going to fold these towels when I got home. And I did. And it was so sweet, okay? I came home from my meeting, and the babysitter had the kids clean up all the toys from the kitchen and the living room. It was so sweet. I was like, oh, thank you. And she like folded all the throw blankets that the kids had on the floor. I was like, that is really sweet. You did not have to do that, because I know there were a lot of work. And so getting them to do that. But then I thought to myself, you know what they say, kids are like so much better with other people than they are with you. And they're trying to follow me. They want to follow me, and they want to do everything that I'm doing. But if someone else is in my house doing stuff, they don't care. They're like, whatever. What are you doing? Who cares what you're doing? Where's my mom? That's truly how they feel. So they're just kind of like, whatever. They're going to do their own thing. But so that's how other people are able to do stuff in your house. If you're a mom and you're thinking, when my mom comes over, or when my sister comes over, or my friend comes over, they're able to like snap stuff out of my house, like boom, 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 we're going to do this. And let me tell you, it's because your kids don't care about that person. They only care about you. They want to know what you're doing. They want to follow you. They want to be a part of what you're doing. That's all that they care about. But also, I was watching a YouTube video, and it was so funny. Like, there are multiple times where I'm just like, just laughing. Where I'm like, what the heck? I don't even remember what the video was, but I just know that it was funny because I kept laughing. I kept laughing until I go to fold my head towel here in just a second, like my Turby Twist. And what did I find on my Turby Twist, you may ask? Let me tell you, I found the absolute longest gray hair I have ever seen. And I was like, this is from my head? I was like, no. I'm like, that is so gray. It was honestly not even gray. It was white. It was see-through white hair. And then I was pretty upset about it after that. I was kind of like, why? But then the show distracted me, so I was fine. But that gray hair really upset me today. Let me tell you, it was really long. It was like almost the length of my hair, and I try to pull them before they get that long. So I'm like, how did this happen? But you know, I don't know. My mom colored her hair for a really long time, and then she stopped because she said it was like really frying her hair. And so I'm like, well, I think I'm going to start coloring my hair for my grays. My mom's like, just don't do it. Don't start it. I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to go gray. I'm not ready to have my gray show. I'm just not. And maybe I will be in a place where I'll be okay with that later. But right now is not that time. But this is becoming the perfect place to go ahead and start wrapping up this video, because this is truly all that I have for you guys. I am just doing one of the most relaxing chores, I think, folding towels. Folding clothes, no, I hate folding clothes. I don't fold kids' clothes, so don't ask me to do that. But folding towels, sitting, you can watch something, it's peaceful, it's like the same repetitive motion over and over again, and it's just relaxing. I kind of like it. I do like it. Not kind of, I do like it. I like it a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I'm so glad that you guys were here. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments, what were you working on while we were hanging out today? I am so curious. What were you motivated to do? Or were you just chilling and hanging out? That's great. I love that too. What is something in your house that you guys are planning to declutter this year, or something that you're like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to declutter this space in my room or this space in my house, whatever that may be. One of my goals for 2025 is coming to some of these neglected areas in my house, like taking care of the crayon and marker that's been on my walls for literally almost a year now for some of these. And look, it took me 5 minutes with a little magic eraser to get it off of there. So I promise you, whatever it is that you've been putting off, it's probably not going to take you as long as you think it's going to take you to do. And you probably do have the time to spare to do it. I promise. So just tell me down in the comments, what is it? And let's talk about a plan of how you're going to do it together, because I think you definitely can. And then, real quick before we wrap everything up, Kevin folded the towels for me. He did a great job. He redid my whole system, and then I was very confused. And I was trying to fit these towels in here, and they would not fit. And I'm like, why will my towels not fit? And then I realized it's because I am not a good folder of towels. Kevin is an excellent folder. I am not. I am not. So I was struggling a little bit putting these towels away. But like I said, I am so glad that you guys were hanging out with me today. I'm just wrapping up, getting everything put away for the rest of the night. And then I'm going to curl up with my book and just enjoy my evening before the madness of tomorrow comes. But I do end up pulling one of these towels out and hanging it on the back of the door. I'm like, nah, not a problem. We can get that later. And Kevin can fix these towels at a later date. But thank you guys so much for coming along with me today. I'm so glad that you decided to hang out with me. Don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any time that I upload. The new upload schedule is Fridays, and I'm trying to do a few short videos, so I hope you guys are enjoying those too. Let me know if there's something that you guys want to see, because I'd be happy to show you. Real quick here, I'm going to show a clip of what the kids did picking up all of their toys in the living room. They made it look super great, and it was fun to come home to that. But I will see you all very, very soon.